Okay, welcome back to the lessons. In this lesson, we click on job details, opens it up, and we got all these replies here. And they're all in order from create out. So this is the actual latest one, like so. And I've got a picture of Drake here. So in order to do this, first step, come back into your back end. You can leave it as, and the replies won't be in order, or you can change this and update it. So that was what you'll have in the get job posts and replies. You just want to change this before one to this one here. So you're just adding in this bit. So save that, and then you want to type this in here: Firebase deploy -- only functions. I've already done it. Click enter, and they'll upload it. And then what you got to do, this will come at the end. But if you go, you'll probably have to do this after you've finished building out the front end. So I'll show you. 1 second. So if you go here, and that keeps loading like that, it's because you'll come into the logs. To remember, come into logs here, function logs. Copy this. Easy way to click on is copy it, stick it there, and then command, if you're on Mac, and click on that one. So I'll show you, I've already done it. Create index, I've already done it, so click on that. And they'll say building here, and they'll enable it. So at the end, if you start, come back to that. I'll explain that again later. So now we functions, that's the back end. So the front end. Also, you don't have to do this, but I've reordered the stuff. So I've got job posts, everything to do with job posts is in job post folder, a layout folder with navbar, profile folder with edit details and profile, and then you'll have to fix up all these things up the top here. So where you import it from, it should do most of them automatically, but some we have to go through and do it. You'll get errors down the bottom. Doesn't take too long. So replies show up in job post details. So you want to import replies from replies. Remember, we haven't made this yet, so just do that. Come down here. Visible separator. So I've added this in as well. Job post details. Listen to what job replies. So you want to add in that as well. So you can get those, because we're going to set these in the props for this one down here. So replies, and set job replies to job replies. So that means state. So when you click on this, you'll get job posts, and then that job post will have job replies in there. So that's what we're setting there to the job, to the replies component. All these things here, which are all these things here. So do that like so, and then we'll create this replies one. So come to here. These are the ones we need, so get those from wherever, or just type them out. Type this out now as well, so we just got a bit of styling there for the image and for the reply data. Okay, so I've got this image of Drake. Later on we'll show the actual user image. So brown, which is us. So we should show this image, but I'll have to set that up later. So just a reminder how to get the image there. Go into storage. You might have to upload a file if you don't have one. Upload, click on it. File location, get it with the token. So click that, it'll copy it, come back to here, and then create a variable and add it in there like so. And we'll add that in down the bottom of that Drake picture. So next, when you get the job replies and classes from this.props, like so. Then we go through the job replies for each one, we map through, we get the job reply, we get the index. I'll show you why at the bottom we got the index. Just a little fancy thing we didn't need to do, but I did anyway. So then we get all these out of it. Username. You can do something with the email number if you want, but I didn't in this lesson. So that equals job reply. Set the key to created at, because that's always going to be different, unless somehow people reply something at the exact same time. But yeah, we might set up a job post reply ID. Might set up that function. If it was a big app, you'd set up that, so you'd never have the same thing. So then we got a grid. So on the small screen, it's got 12, which means 100%. I've got a video on grid, so go look at that if you just want a simple explanation. It's really easy once you watch my video how grid works. So then we got grid a container, which holds a grid item, which is 2. Then we got the image, that Drake image. Put an alt tag or you get a caution, and then class name reply image, which just gets a margin. And then we got grid. This holds 3 typographies. Typographies are just fancy text, if you didn't know from the last 10 lessons. So this one's a username. Then we got day.js, the dates. Well, this won't have any replies, so I'll go to this one. You also have to make sure you reply to a job so you can see the replies come up. So there we go, username, created at, and the reply text. So you come back to here, reply text there, so that's all that. Close the div, close the 2 grids. Okay, so this one we get the last index, and if it's not equal to that last index, we want to give it an underline. So this is the last index. It doesn't get an underline because we're only giving that to ones that are not equal to the last index. So all you have to do is job replies.length -1 gives the last index. So if it's not equal to the last index, then we give it this. So then we just close off everything here. Put job replies and prop types, and with styles replies. So if that's all good, then you npm start, enter, and then once again I'll show you. If you've done all that, you got no errors, click in here and it's still doing this and it keeps loading and loading. That's because you haven't created this index. So go into your logs. That's if you did. That's if you'd updated this with ordered by. If you didn't order your things, you don't have to worry. But if you did, you have to come back to your logs. You'll get this thing create index, which will bring you to this page. So you have to get that link there, click on it to get this page, create index, make sure it's all done, and then it should be all good. So you'll just click on that, this will load properly, and you'll get all these replies down here. So thanks for watching, hopefully that was a good lesson for you, and we'll just keep adding more and more to our app, and eventually you'll have every tool under your belt to create anything you want in an app and more. See you in the next lesson.